My name's Russell. I'm a qualified stair builder, and I'm just going to go through the procedure in using the stair square. Set out an open flight stair, which is 1080 millimetres from floor to floor. Works out to be 180 millimetres per rise. Now we've already set our stair square at 180 millimetres. The going is going to be 250, which is the width of the treads. So all we have to do is go up, place the stair square on the top of the stringer. The margin is 40 millimetres, so we've preset the margin at each of the adjustments at the end. So first of all, we mark the horn of the stair, which is a predetermined height to set up the first tread. So we mark that out. So we slide that down so that it lines up with the top of the tread. Do the next tread. That's our first step here. This line here is the ground level, so I just do a single line there. Then we do our horn cut, which is about there. You can do that wherever you like, depending on where you want to cut it off to. So we just put a line there. Carry that line through, carry this line through, so this is your ground level, and that should cut off for the horn. Now for the top, we just carry that through to the horn mark, and we can mark that there, and that gives you the point where the top of the stair lands on the landing. Just transfer that line down there, and then you can cut your horn at the top off wherever you like. That just transfers through there. That's the horn cut at the top, that's the landing height, and that's the face of your first or your last riser. So the first flight that we set out was the right hand side of the flight. This versatility of the stair square means we can just use it again to do the left hand side of the flight, and we can also start at the top or the bottom. With the right hand flight I start at the top, the left hand flight I'll start at the bottom. So this is the ground level here, and then the horn here is the top of the next tread. So we transfer that line there. That gives us the first tread. Mark that there, go to the next tread. So on. We just mark the front of the top rise there, and we'll go and grab the level. transfer that down there, and then you do your horn to whatever size you like to match the other side. Bottom, basically transfer that through there. That one was 50mm, so we just measure 50mm off there. Use a stair square to do that line. Finish it off with a level. So that's the left hand stringer. Alright, so this time we're using the stair square to make a close flight stair, which has got wedges behind the risers and the treads. So it's just a matter of predetermining the margin, which is 50mm, which gives it the stair enough room for the nosings to overhang the risers by 30 odd mil. Okay, so first we mark the horn of the stair, which is where the top of the landing is. Then we have the first riser down and the last tread. And we slide the stair square down to the top of the last tread and mark out the tread and riser. Down again. This is going to be a 6 riser stair, which is 5 goings. So that's the first riser there. And that's your floor level there. Just transfer that line through. And that's where our stringer sits on the floor. Forgot to do that one. Using the stair square to do the left hand stringer. So we start at the bottom, we put our first line here, which is the floor level, and then we've got our first riser, which we mark here. We slide that up to there, mark the next tread, and it also helps to write the number of riser as you're starting from the bottom, so that's number 1. Number 2. Number 3. And this is number 6. 6. So that's the top landing. So then we can mark the top horn at whatever distance you like. So we'll make it 50 millimeters. Use the stair square to put a mark there. And grab the level. There's the cut off for your top horn. And whatever thickness the top riser is, which in this case it's 19mm, you just put your 19mm mark there. Transfer that to there, and that's where that cuts off. And to get your overhang for each tread and the top nosing, you need to grab each individual tread, which should be numbered from 1 to 5, and place it so that the back of the tread lines up with the back of your cut, and then you can trace over the front of the nosing, and then that can be routed out at the same time as this is routed out. This time we're demonstrating on how to set out as a trench stair. So we've set the rise at 180mm again, the going's 250, the tread thickness is 42mm. So what we need to do is start at the top. You can start at the top or the bottom, it doesn't matter. So there's our first cut of the top of the horn. Here's our top tread. And we just slide the stair square down so that that lines up with the top tread, and so on. We're going 6 rises again. You can number your rises. So that's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, this line across, that's your ground level, and then we can just carry these lines straight through, and that's where the router carries through with the trenching. Your landing height there, cut that out and trench these out. Left-hand stringer of the trenched stair. So Put a line there and one there. This is the ground level. So we slide that up to this line. There's our first tread. Another mark there. Next tread. So that's just transfer that line through, and that's our first rise, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. There's our horn there, you can cut that off wherever you like. Cuts through there, trenched out, and so on. Cut that off, that's your ground level. And cut the front of the stringer off to wherever you like. Carry all these through. There you have it. For this scenario, we're using the stair square for a stepped staircase, which means the treads sit on top of the stringer, carry through to as an overhang, or they butt into a wall. There's no rises as such in the stair, it's just the treads which you can see through the back. So the rise is 180mm. And we're starting at the top tread, so we just do a line through here, and a line there, that's the back of the top tread. And we slide the stair square down, and mark out this. So we're going 6 rises. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's our ground level. So we transfer that line through. First riser, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, because that's your landing height there. This cuts off here because your first tread down is sitting on top of there. That rise there is the actual edge of your landing. This time we're setting out the left-hand flight of your step stair. So we start at the ground level, transfer a line through there. There's your first rise. Slide that through to line up with the first rise. There's your second rise. So we'll number the rises. This is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. Just transfer that down, and that's cut off. That's cut off. Your tread sits on top of there, and that butts into the landing. For the bottom, just transfer that line through there. That cuts off, and these cut out here.